I don't know if y'all noticed, but my favorite thing to do is to say I'm gonna do something and then not do it. I filmed this video 3 times and didn't like any of them over the course of 3 days, and then didn't do anything until now. It's been 8 days since I said I was gonna make that video, and it's been about 4 weeks since I decided I was going to. I posted the community post so that I would have to, but yeah, we're just gonna ignore that any of that happened. I do not want to like get out of bed and stand up and like get something set up to actually film this video, so we're going to film this exactly where I'm sitting on my bed that I need to clean. I need to clean my whole room. I need to clean everything. But this is what we're yapping about today. Right? I have this girl that was my best friend for a very long time. I included her in a few videos. We're not friends anymore. For my own mental health. Yeah. So basically, I was taking her home from a sleepover. No, not a sleepover, just a hangout one night. And she saw this blonde kid on the side of the road, and I was like, damn, it's like 40 degrees out here. It's the middle of the night. Like, you should not be walking. So I tell Lexi, like, hey, do you know who that is? And she's like, oh my god, it's this kid. And I'm like, oh, okay. I don't know who that is, but like, does he need a ride? Like, what's he doing? So she texts him and she's like, hey, do you need a ride? And he's like, actually, yeah, I'm trying to save my friend from his mom right now. And I was like, hell yeah, I want to be a part of this. That mom is now my absolute best friend, by the way. I love that woman. And he literally gets in the car, Cookie's backpack on, and is like, go, we gotta go back here. And I was like, okay, I used to live in this neighborhood, so like I know the whole thing pretty well. And he's like, go to this cul-de-sac. And I'm like, got you. I pull into the cul-de-sac and I pull up to this other girl named Lauren's house, and this boy with this fluffy curly dark hair jumps out the window and starts booking it. And there's this big white truck outside, and that's the truck he's trying not to get in. And the kid that's trying to save his friend is like, no, we're good, just go. And the kid with the brown hair gets in the truck, and I'm like, so what the fuck am I here for? What did I do? But I text, like, I name dropped. I text the girl I was with in the first place, and I'm like, who is that kid with the curly hair? Who is he? And she's like, Skylar. And I'm like, oh man, that's the kid. I can name drop him. He's a fucking psycho. Anyway, so she texts Skylar, and I'm like, who is he? And she's like, oh my god, it's this kid named Thatcher. You want Snapchat? And I was like, hell yeah, I want his Snapchat. And he was sitting there and he was snapping me from his little sister's iPad because he broke his phone like a dummy. And we go on our first date, and we're going to explore an abandoned building in the woods. I'm a very smart person. You wouldn't know I'm a victim from the way I act, okay? But I was like, my dad knows where I am. I have 3 separate girls, all my friends, sitting on my couch at home, watching my location, waiting on me. I'll be okay. So we go to this random ass place in the woods, and the abandoned building I wanted to take him to, gone. Where did it go? So we go to this other one I know of that he actually recommended, and we sit there and we're like, wow, this is cool, but it's icy outside. So I keep slipping on the ice, and he keeps going, whoa, are you okay? And like grabbing me, and I'm like, oh, that's kind of nice, you saved me from falling and possibly breaking my arm. Oh my god. Yeah. So that made me like him a lot more. And I was like, I'm starving after all this adventuring in this abandoned ass warehouse. Where are we gonna eat? And he was like, and I was like, Moe's. We're gonna go to Moe's. We go to Moe's, and I get this big fat ass burrito, mid anorexia recovery. I do not eat in front of people, but I was like, I'm just gonna eat in front of them. I can do it. I sit there and I crush this 5,000 calorie 50-pound burrito, and instead of he was impressed. He had nothing bad to say about it, and now he tells me all the time, you crushed that thing. Yeah, I did. I was starving. And the look of admiration in your eyes, that was the sign. I met his mom, I'm pretty sure, on the first date, and she's like a major stoner. We all are. So he was like, you should wear your stoner pants. Where are my stoner pants? I want to show you the stoner pants so that you can understand the glory of the stoner pants. Stoner pants, where are you? Found them. Alright, so it's this marijuana plant that say, sorry, I'm stoned. And that's my weed pants. I had to turn on the big light for that shit. So I wear my pants to meet his mama, and his mama's like, I like you, and I'm like, I like you too, and I'm like, what should I call you? And she's like, call me this. And I was like, ain't that, no, I'm just gonna call you mom. So I just call her mom, because the only way she recognizes that someone's talking to her is if you call her mom, because I'll be like, mother's name, and she'll just be like, doing whatever she does. But if I go, mom, then she'll be like, what? So that's the only way it works. But I literally fall in love with this boy. He's a little skater boy. We go to the skate park. I start roller skating again at the skate park, and I've got mildly horrible at it, not intensely horrible at it. So I suck, but I suck a little less. And getting into this relationship, I never thought that I would like ever talk to any man ever again, ever. But yeah, he kind of got me like all over all that trauma. I was just like, I am deeply in love. Nothing matters. Here's everything I said I couldn't do. Okay, we're gonna keep that one to ourselves. But basically, it's just like the best thing that's ever happened to me. And we were planning on getting me a promise ring, and then the promise ring turned into this ring that turned into being an engagement. He also has a little ring I got him. It's a little sterling silver, cheap little fidget ring, because he lost his last one, which was one of the silicone wedding bands. He loses everything. My first birthday present to him, actually, because we met literally the week before his birthday. I was there for his birthday party and his little sister's birthday party, literally like within the first few days I met him. And like, his family was like so down with me being included in that, and I was like, cool. But his first birthday present for me was a sticker and a boobies bracelet that I spent my last $8 on from the job I just got fired from. And then a cart to put him in. Yeah, I had an extra one, so I gave it to him. The first week of us dating, not us knowing each other, but the first week of us dating, I was like hanging out at his house all the time, because like we literally had nothing fucking else to do. Neither of us had any friends at this point. Neither of us had like actual school to go you know, do school. I was online. So I would just go to his house and just stay there all day. And I ended up contracting the flu. And it's definitely from his little sister. I blame her. She gave it to me. And when I get the flu in like this deadly manner. Like I am like a Victorian child with the Spanish flu or velvet or whatever the Velveteen Rabbit kid had. Scarlet fever. Yeah, I act like a small Victorian child with scarlet fever. So I was sitting there dying, and he's like, okay, you're really hot, you know, like to the touch hot, not like, oh my god, hot, you know. He's like, you're burning up, you are exhausted, just take a nap. And I'm like, I would love to take a nap. Can we just nap together? And we'd already broken the cuddle barrier at his little birthday party thing. We had a bonfire, and like we started cuddling on the couch at this man's house. We broke the cuddle barrier. So I was like, can we just like take a nap? And he was like, of course, you are deathly ill, why not? And I'm like, oh, thank God. I go to sleep and I wake up to my head pressured. Like, have you ever been so sick that it feels like you're literally dying? Like you're actually, like you can barely move your own body. Your head is about to explode. Your body is on fire. That's how sick I was. And I woke up like that. And I walk, like I can't walk. He's not waking up. Like I'm literally like punching him in the head and he's not waking up. He's such a boy. And I'm like, okay, how do I wake this kid up? He's very ticklish. So I climb, literally like army crawl to the end of the bed and tickle his feet to wake him up. And he's like, what's going on? Are you okay? And I'm like, I died. And he's like panicking. And he's like, oh my God, she's dying. And I'm like, Dad, come get me. And his mom's like, carry her down the stairs. And I'm like, no, I can do it. And I like waddle down the stairs because I was too embarrassed for him to carry me. And then I go home and then I come back the next day. And I come back every single day, no matter what, for the next 9, almost 10 months. I love this dude, okay? He also taught me how to surf. Kind of.